Salasya responds after goons attacked him at Nyayo Stadium. Welcome back to our channel. Press the subscribe button for more news bulletins. Now, Salasya yesterday was attacked by paid goons after the chants of Ruto must go filled the thin air of Nyayo Stadium. Voices were heard saying that Salasya must respect Raila Odinga. Salasya has been a big critic of Raila Odinga and the broad-based government, and he was one time seen or heard addressing the youths that there's nothing they can do to him. Well, yesterday they managed to actually corner Salasya. They had him by the horns. Salasya responded the reasons why he decided to remain silent. But honestly speaking, Salasya would not have reverted the angry youths because he was outnumbered and the police were there. They did nothing. They just watched as Salasya was being harassed and pushed, beaten up by the angry goons. Salasya was angrily escorted out of Nyayo Stadium by a crowd of goons, urging him to leave Nyayo Stadium. Salasya took to social media to respond to youths, and he showed sustained wounds during the altercations and explained his actions. He stated, "I didn't want to commit blood in my hands. Ni sawa, I had options but I chose peace," he said in his post. Salasya further stated that the attack was actually premeditated and the goons had been paid off to actually beat him up and cause a massive attack on him. He further stated, "Everybody on earth shall die, but we shall not be cowards at any given point," meaning he's not ready to be threatened. "Wameninyorosha leo, next watakuja. I told my God not to commit blood in my hands." Reasons why Salasya was beaten. Number one, Salasya has been criticizing the government, so I think they're trying to keep him in check, not to criticize the government any further. That is a stern warning to him that criticizing the government and going against president is always not a good thing. He has always publicly criticized Raila Odinga and the broad-based alliance since the joining of the government. He's always ratchet, foul-mouthed, talking ill about the president. And President William Ruto is not yet about to receive any negative comments from anyone. Anyone criticizing the government does not bite in. Definitely they have to teach you a lesson. Number two, I think they could be trying to intimidate Salasya not to further continue criticizing the government. That is always an intimidation strategy. Maybe you be like, next time, they worked on me, so I really won't speak ill about the government. It's a way to try and suppress Salasya and make him maintain his silence by not opposing or speaking ill about the current government. Number three is probably they just wanted to teach Salasya a lesson because he's ever criticizing and always on the wrong side with President William Ruto. Since Raila Odinga joined the government, Salasya has been talking ill and criticizing Raila Odinga by his political analytics that he posts publicly, and they go viral because Salasya has quite a massive support and people really actually love Salasya. Most people reacted by, they were not happy Salasya was actually beaten like that. Most people were not happy. His supporters majorly. And they concluded that the Luo people were the ones hired to actually beat Salasya up. And our big question is, do you think Mungiki had a hand in this as Maina Njenga, the leader of Mungiki and joined the government? Could he be behind the beating of Salasya at Nyayo Stadium? Well, the reason most likely Salasya was beaten was because of him insulting Raila Odinga and most criticizing the government, because most goons were heard saying respect Raila Odinga and respect the president. So he insinuated that the goons were actually related to the government and were actually paid by the government to come and commit the heinous crime of beating him up. Well, why do you think Salasya was beaten up, and what is the major reason behind Salasya being beaten? Leave your views on our comment section. Subscribe for more news bulletin. JD Ishmaels.